Hello. So I've got a bunch of video game poetry for you guys. I'm going to start with the happy. I'm going to go into the serious, and I'm going to come back to the happy. So no worries. This first one's called Animalistic Tendencies. Oh God, it's been a fucking week. I've not visited. This feels so bleak. They planned the nicest party for me, but I never turned up. How do they feel? I tried helping the local community, and you think my actions had some form of impunity, but no, leave it for a week and your deeds are replaced constantly by all these weeds. Sometimes I call in on the mad habit. All I found in one house was a rabbit, who had an obsession with feng shui in a chair, and if you weren't into those things, I didn't care. The second house I checked had a rhino, proudly strutting across checkered lino, telling me that it lost a book, and if I had time, could I have a look? What? Some of these species, I'm sure, were endangered, but they didn't seem so poor. They appeared to possess odd premonitions about the weather and fishing competitions. But I suppose I did love these little folk because they made me smile whenever they joke, because they celebrate me every time I walk by, because they feel okay to show me they tried. This town has been so wonderfully kind to my creativity, my heart, and my mind. My next party is something I may be tossing in favour of living in Animal Crossing. Thank you. It can't be paused. It's time for dinner, she says to me, trying to think of all the things that's best for me, not really considering what a test for me it is to abandon all these quests for me. She's told me once already, but I can't walk away. I can't but hope that she's ready to accept that I take great meaning every single day in these warm digital concepts. That Animal Crossing gives me a sense of community when the real world lacks that heartwarming immunity from the damage I'm avoiding playing SSX3, because I love fresh air, but the Alps aren't for me. To feel heroic is such a common desire, so filled up with fire that I'm tired of the eye, with which people don't understand that my passion for games means I'm going to come crashing down into anger and resentment and regret when I'm sat away from my controller, and yet they prod and they poke and they laugh and they joke, and it never occurs if they just spoke to me on my level 1, 2, 3 and 4 about why I still want to play games anymore, about why I still want to draw swords in the rough, and about why their intrusion just feels like enough. It's an introvert's prayer to be left alone, and if in Midgar you found a new home, the poetic fall of Rubalcaba, the risk and the thrills of Mario Lava. That's okay, that's your right, but your folks put up a fight because then you're turning away from the light, then you're retreating from the real world, your doors slam closed and your wings remain closed. It's terrifying to those who aren't okay with escape, who make do in misery and just can't relate. And I wish I just turned to her right then and said, but Mum, this game is good for my head. The challenge, the rush, it all entertains and allows me to step back into my brain, and sometimes I just want to stop fearing and counting, spending half an hour on top of a mountain. Mum, I know these games aren't for you. I'll be right down for dinner. You just play it too. Thank you. Wow. This next one's called OCD. Sometimes if I feel I touch wood 4 times, you won't die. Sometimes I feel like if I wash my hands properly, I won't cry. Sometimes I feel like my past is riding on my arse and I can't see why. I compulsively act repulsively and I don't enjoy contact highs. When I was a child, I didn't understand why I couldn't let things go. I didn't know that to go to and fro worrying about things like I couldn't cope wasn't normal, that you had to be formal and not drive your own brain through a warmer. It was like I was crazy, perpetually lazy, but there were certain actions that made me calm. Nowadays, it's not like a haze, it's just a series of walls between me and the world. My noggin is cold, but wings never unfurl. Because when was the last time I washed the sky? My only hope is water and soap, and sometimes I come to realise that given a choice and allowed my own voice, I keep on washing and never see the outside. Over and over and over again, never changes, never quite ends, and yet in video games we're rewarded for this, never feel pissed, happy to kiss arse and finish quests. Not quite the best, nevertheless, we're happy to hand in rat tails and attend fests, complete raids, storm gates, craft blades, and whole spades of experience involved back to the hold, so we can feel bold and rest in the evergreens. Except when I'm in real life, the strife doesn't quite knife into my issues in the same way. I complete the quest, hands are at rest, but the voices in my head never quite go away. Go back, the germs will attack, your family will burn, their skin turning black, it's now or never, tap 38 times, or you're responsible for all of these crimes. Even if you're never there, it's on you. Even if you're trying just to prove that no, sometimes you won't get hit by a car if I don't tap a table 28 times. I can't convince myself, push off the shelf, abandon strife and embrace life. Every day I'm lame, I do the walk of shame, because OCD isn't a fucking video game. I I can't make friends, I can't have sex, social interaction is nothing like sex. I've tried washing, I've tried flossing, I've tried being as nice as I am in Animal Crossing, but it's never enough, perpetually stuck. Never quite reaching the level of tough that I need to be, I've got to bleed to be. The only time I get a break from life is a brief moments in life where someone has died. I stand outside the window of the world, looking in, stupid grin, wondering if I'll ever fit in, knowing that everyone who doesn't count, doesn't avoid games, doesn't worry about rules and terms, doesn't cry because they're contaminated, eat the wrong number of crisps and feel frustrated, doesn't give up on life and take solace in games because the worries are there and I'm rewarded for counting up, mounting up, taking my place right at the top with a number obsessed. I'm partially blessed because when I'm online, I'm one of the best. But just right now, I'm broken. I've spoken about the fear of coming out as a crazy, misunderstood OCD hood who commits social crimes to limit the time I spend in limbo, not feeling fine. Level up, one day I'll be better. A real go-getter who won't see games as more entertaining than explaining why I keep complaining, thinking of braining myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I won't die anymore. Thank you. This next one is a title with a reference you might get called Actually. When you first start writing journalism, you talk about the concept of journalism, the idea that parroting what companies want isn't so much a career as a front. When you start making games, it's okay. At the start, everything's focused on play. No one tells you it won't be this way when your game makes them frustrated. Neither side of me was fully prepared for the way my hands would run through my hair when I woke up to a message that simply said, your details are out there, act quickly, my friend. Imagine making games about hugging, love, your mother, endlessly plugging the idea of video games not being sad and having to place a call to your dad. Dad, do you remember Gamergate? Well, unfortunately, it's too late. They put some details about me online, but they got my address wrong, so it's fine. Except that it isn't, because that's your home address. So this industry I was hoping would impress has taught you that the people we spend are never going to become your friends. It's not just me, it's somebody's mother, father, boyfriend, wife, or their brother. Personal names and letters cast out, the hunt is on for those with a clout, to throw it to the pack of ravening wolves who tell us to die and get raped and wear shills, who think that feminism is war and enjoy the use of the word wars. It's hard to understand where they stop looking at tactics and thinking, what the fuck? Maybe we shouldn't chase people from home, maybe they're now scared to be alone. Maybe we should have just had a little chat about this one irrefutable fact that the people that we're shoving into these boxes don't deserve the lies and the hate and the doxes. I've tried to come halfway for a meet to share minds to bring gaming forward again, but Gamergate made me cry in the street because I felt scared for myself and my friends. So please, genius, tell me all about why feminism means death in the sky, about why progression should cause such a schism. Tell me about ethics and games journalism. Thank you. Next one's called, I'm going to make it funny now, I've depressed you enough. This next one's called JRPG Genius. Right guys, I figured it out. I've realised why I end up in a power whenever I try a JRPG, or as I like to call them, grind and be free. If I've got to be honest, I think it's the hair. No one can survive all that gel up there. I think it combines those dangerous potions to ensure that the cast only possesses 4 emotions. Relentlessly angry soldier with axe, doesn't say much, caps lock and hacks through all of the enemies with reckless abandon. Just make sure it's this one the magic won't land on. The next is cutesy, wonderful, funny. It could be a human with the ears of a bunny. It engages in combat by jumping around. Either its mind or its feet tend to touch the ground. Serious, brooding backstory dude is the 3rd member, and fuck me, he's rude. Stares out at horizon, says dot dot dot. Secrets only come out when the fucker gets shot. Of course, then there's the one that you love, who is always capable of rising above. You seem to be open to a fast-paced romance. The F&B's a montage of eye locks and dumb. It's not that I think they're all full of pish, it's just that I simply agree with Phil Fish. I think that JRPGs could be better. I love these things, Japan, so please read this letter. Thank you. This final one is dedicated to Andrew Roper. I don't know if he's here. He hates puns, so I thought I would secretly write a very pun-based poem, which I'm going to blame on Jason. It's called Puns, funny enough. I hear Midgard's got cloudy weather. I hear chocobos are as light as a feather. I saw Manny today, he looked pretty grim. And those pixel art characters look awfully thin. Does Mario smoke? He really likes pipes. I've heard it's really easy to carry the heroes of light. Stealing dogs is bad, Miss Lara Croft. The controllers are a good exercise. Just press ups. The rhino in Animal Crossing seems awfully horny. For a nice Pokemon, Rosalie's awfully thorny. Blastoise's tire went flat, he couldn't find a pump. And finally, hey guys, press X. Ha! Made you jump. Thanks very much.